Hi, I'm Dr. Melanie Dunlap, and today I want to come to you and talk to you a little bit about how to manage the energy of fear. This day and age, we're in a time of some unusual fear. With the coronavirus spreading around our communities, we are all carrying some extra fear that we're not used to. So I wanted to do this short video and show you how you can manage that fear, some ways that you can do, because let's face it, fear, it takes off with us, right? It just comes along, it has an energy all its own, and it just comes along and it grabs hold of us and it sweeps us away. But there are ways that we can mitigate that, right? We can lessen that effect of fear on us, because fear actually affects our health, right? It affects things like our immune system. So by having less fear, we actually can be more healthy. We can manage our fear through mindfulness. And so what that does is that brings us back to this present moment and says, okay, what's going on with me? And in that, when we come back and we're present with ourselves, that's when we can check in with our body, right? We start to see, am I tense? Am I holding things? Are my shoulders all stiff? And one of the first places you can notice fear is in your breath, right? We're not breathing. We tend to hold our breath when we're in fear. Right? We hold our breath. So we want to come back, and when we come back and we're doing that mindfulness, we want to breathe. Breathe deeply and exhale fully, making sure that our belly rises and falls. That's going to help us release the tension that comes with fear. And that tension sometimes is held in our jaw, right? We find ourselves clenching our teeth. And when all of that tightens up, it tightens up our neck, it tightens up our shoulders, and we just get this very tight feeling. That can stem headaches, right? We get into a lot of fear. It can give us headaches because, again, that blood flow, it gets cut off. And so we're not getting good blood flow to our brain, and therefore we start to get a headache. So by relaxing, and when we take those deep breaths, the jaw then will relax, the neck and the shoulders. And another thing that you can do is actually pay attention to your hands, right? We tend to, sometimes when we're in fear, we hold our hands, and this causes extra tension, right? So by just relaxing your hands, opening your hands up, that's going to lessen the grip, literally, of fear. Because we do have some energy centers in our hands. So when we close that area, we actually wind up the energy there. So by opening that, we release some of the energy. We also relax our hands, right? And when we relax our hands, it relaxes our forearms up into our shoulders, our neck, our jaw. It releases the headache, right? Another simple way is to ground ourselves. Now, whether you're inside a building, you're 10 stories up, or even if you're on the ground, Mother Earth still has that grounding energy for you. So putting your feet on the floor, whether you're outside or you're inside, putting your feet firmly on the floor and just feeling that connection and allowing that energy to come up into you and release that fear, right? So in order to release fear, we want to come present. We want to remember to breathe deeply, to use that to let go and release. We want to make sure our hands are open and relaxed. And lastly, but not least at all, we want to make sure that we're grounded, that our feet are on the floor, and we recognize that sense of grounding. So if you find yourself in a state of fear these days or days in the future, just come back and do some of these very simple practices, and your body will start to relax. We will release some of the fear, and we can all stay a little bit healthier. I'm Dr. Melanie Dunlap. Make it a healthy day.